Hello, friends. Today I'm here to talk about public speaking. That means speaking from a stage in the presence of an audience. Very many people are extremely nervous about this, and I don't blame them because when you suddenly find yourself the center of all the eyes are fixed on you with expectation, and suddenly you see someone in the audience who you are thrown off balance, you forget whatever you prepared, even, and then it becomes a disaster and it's so embarrassing because you start tending to forget. So what I'm trying to tell you is here, the thing about public speaking is, first of all, keep your points ready. What you want to talk about, say 5 points, like 5 parts to your speech or whatever you want to convey. And then look at one person in the audience who appears to be friendly. It can be even just a very simple looking character. Don't go for some very attractive kind of a person, because then that person could make you nervous. Go for somebody simple in the audience and just speak. Don't concentrate on the reactions those people are giving. Just kind of become like those models with the dead eyes, and just look at everyone in general and speak your points. The moment you start focusing on individuals in the audience and individual reactions, that's when things are going to become really terrible for you, because that's when you're going to forget, and you're going to be off track. And a few butterflies in your stomach just before the speech begins is a natural thing, and it's a good thing because it helps you to give a very great speech. But don't get too nervous, like you start biting your lips or twisting your fingers, or looking away too often. They say that you must maintain eye contact with your audience. Try and look them in the eye and maintain that contact, and everything else should be a breeze. I'll be giving you more tips and pointers about this, but the main thing is, don't let it get you flustered, and don't get bothered about it. Many people tell me that you don't seem to be worried about it, because maybe I'm a teacher, firstly, and secondly, I've had many years of practice. But yes, I've had my moments too. There was once when there was a principal in my college, and the day before that we had to have some kind of an orientation program for the juniors. So I organized it, and most of the time I was speaking, and then my voice got quite hoarse and quite bad, and the next day was the elocution competition. Unfortunately, my topic was the Olympics in retrospect. Now, at best of times, these kind of topics are dicey ones, because you have to remember the tally count of the medals and all. And the person who was helping me with it was a very good family friend, an Uncle Pat Callahan. Many of my viewers will know who I'm talking about. And he was the one who was very good at English. So when I was young, he used to tell me, when I got my report card, I would come first in class, and I would have H just above all the marks and honors. And you know what he'll tell me? He told me the first thing as he saw my result when I was, I think, in KG or class 1. He said, H is for horrible. How come you got horrible? And I was like in tears. Mama, he said horrible. How could it be? But then mommy told me he's making a joke. And then as I grew up, he was the one who inspired me, and he used to always review my articles and help me with it. So there's another thing. He asked me once when he was going to Delhi, he said, "What do you not want?" So I said, "I want nothing." No, I said, "I don't want nothing. That means I want something." So you see, we used to pun with words and have fun with it. And that is very good, especially if there are, like minds. Anyway, so I was talking about this speech, this elocution competition. And as I went up on the podium to speak, there were some lines which had been revised. So I have this photographic memory which remembered the first part. And when it came to the part that it was, changed, I stumbled. And I stumbled not once, I stumbled several times. And there was my principal looking at me with a smile on his face, Father Davis George. Many of you must be knowing him. He's the principal of St. Aloysius College of Technology and Sciences. And he's still here, he's still very active, and he's a wonderful speaker and orator himself. And when I saw him, he was smiling, like, encouragingly, like, if you stumbled, it doesn't matter, continue. And then I carried on, and he was quite relieved. And then again I stumbled, and then again I stumbled, and it must have happened at least 3 or 4 times. But I had, the determination and the grit to carry on with it. Like, some lesser individuals would have said, now let's quit. but I'm not never a quitter and never will be one. So I just continued with it. So I'm just telling you, public speaking comes with practice, and very often when you see somebody who is a good speaker on stage, you will wish 1,000 times that it was you there. So if you have those feelings in your heart, those yearnings stirring, then I'm telling you, go ahead and give it a shot. And I'm telling you, you will become a very good public speaker. Thank you.